This is Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! He suffers from a chronic disease called obesity. However, many people around Santa don't treat his condition as such.
Spend less time at work.
Exercise more.
Eat healthier.
Would you rather exercise for 1 hour per day or be dead for 24 hours a day?
Just lose 100 pounds.
Don't you care about your health?
Have you even tried?
I can't help you if you don't help yourself.
Take your reindeers for a walk every day.
According to your BMI, you're
Is this
super
what
super
Rudolph
Is this how we would approach a patient suffering from any disease? There is certainly more to obesity than meets the eye. First, we need to find out who Santa Claus really is and how he got to where he is today. In order to get to the bottom of this, we need to first understand what obesity really is. Most importantly, obesity is a multifactorial progressive chronic disease that develops from a number of inputs and contributing factors. The factors influencing obesity can largely be divided into 4 categories: metabolic, mental, monetary, and mechanical. We will explore each of these categories and how they have impacted Santa's life, leading him to be the jolly, or maybe not so jolly, round man he is today.
First, we'll start with metabolic. Santa's hereditary factors put him at an early disadvantage with his weight. His mom had gestational diabetes, which exposed him to high blood sugars. His father and paternal ancestors all suffered from obesity as well, predisposing Santa to weight gain and associated comorbidities. Inactivity further disrupts genes responsible for energy processes during rest. Luckily for him, the love from children around the world support his weak heart, but children's love was not everlasting.
Next, we'll look at the mental aspects. Santa unfortunately started to become depressed after years of work. He realized that more and more kids did not believe in his magic and questioned his ability to go around the world in one night. Also, after years of living in the North Pole, Santa started to feel isolated in the cold and dark weather. Food became his solace, a source of happiness in an otherwise desolate environment. Milk and cookies were a way for him to cope and suppress his feelings, which have led to his binge eating habits. He eventually needed medications to control his depression, one of which contributed to his weight gain.
And of course, there's a monetary component. Santa only has a stable job for 1 month during the year, and with the rise of giant companies like Amazon, Walmart, and Kijiji, he is facing significant competition when it comes to his Christmas deliveries. Without a stable source of income, and with so many mouths to feed, from Mrs. Claus to Dancer, Dasher, and Dancer, and Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, and Cupid, and Donner, and Blitzen, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, to all his little elves, Santa also has difficulty purchasing nutritious foods to eat. McDonald's is often the only option, especially in the furthest reaches of the North Pole.
And finally, there's the mechanical aspect. As a result of his job delivering gifts by going down soot-filled chimneys, Santa has developed COPD. This makes it difficult for him to exercise. He also suffers from joint pains and aches, making the ability to exercise even more burdensome. His weight has resulted in him having sleep apnea, greatly affecting his energy levels during the day. It also doesn't help that he has to stay up all night delivering presents on Christmas Eve.
Obesity is a multifactorial disease, just like inflammatory bowel disease, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. Obesity is more than just overeating. Everyone has their own story to tell. Do not assume, do not promote weight bias, and especially do not fat shame. Be a support for those who are like Santa today.